Hello, welcome to Life According to Lawrence. My name is Londega Dlamini. I'm a mother of two. I'm a creative. I am a graphic designer, entrepreneur, social entrepreneur, and a professional talker. Welcome to my channel, where I'm hoping we can unpack some interesting life issues about things we don't normally talk about, and we both walk away more wiser and happier. So the topic today is how to get over a breakup or a divorce. You would think in South Africa, with our divorce rate being something like over 50%, that divorce stops becoming a taboo. It's just one of those things. And although it's not something that we should plan, it's something that is our daily life. I thought of a few tips that I could give people, since I've been through something similar, which will help you get along in life. Number one, as much as God didn't plan for the divorce to happen, it was never a surprise for him. So how about when something like that comes along, stop judging yourself and looking in the past at what you could have done wrong. You're here now. So how about looking at it as an opportunity to just start over and think of who you were before the divorce, before the breakup, before the children. I always think of it as an opportunity to start over and realize the dreams that we've always had for ourselves. So one of the things that really helps me when I'm trying to forecast into the future what I want is vision boards. I'm a huge believer in vision boards. I've got a vision board on my phone, I've got one on the computer, everywhere. And in fact, I even teach vision board classes to high schools and professionals. And this tool is so effective. The way it works basically is put pictures of where you want to see yourself, what you want to be doing, and all the things that really give you that warm fuzzy feeling and inspired, and you put them on the board. The trick is not to think about how to make it happen. You take that vision board, you put it there, and you move on with your life. I do not know what magic happens. I do not know what miracles or whatever, but somehow those things start happening. So 5 years ago, when I started this journey, I was so lost on who am I? I'm now a mom with 2 kids. What do I want in life? So I went back and I reconnected with some friends who knew me growing up. And that also really helped me. Maybe it's another tip of try and find people who know another side of you, just besides the married you or the coupled you. Get some single friends. Because most of the time when you're relationshiping, you're coupled up with coupled people. And now you're on your own and you're gonna start acting like a couple. You're gonna go to things that single people wouldn't do. You're gonna really start to feel lonely. But single people are used to being single. They're used to having a lot of time on their hands. They're used to going to things alone. You guys can even do family holidays together where you share the load, you bring your kids along, and you don't feel as lonely. I have a friend who I made after my divorce, and she was my lifesaver. Because trust me, dating 10 years ago when I got married, and dating 5 years like after that, or 4 years after, was worlds apart. So she saved me over and over again. I now understood that men blue tick you. I now understood that people actually can ask you out, but they don't want you to be their girlfriend. Or I didn't know there was something called Netflix and chill. I didn't know that things are just, trust me, just get a single friend. Do yourself a favor. Another tip I can give you is you do not owe anyone an explanation for anything. One of the things that really threw me off about my breakup 5 years ago was that people felt they were entitled to personal things about my life. And honestly, no, you don't know what's going on in their relationship. Why should you go along explaining yourself to people? You know what's going on. You owe no one an explanation. It was your relationship, your marriage, and they really had very little to do with the dynamics inside. Rather, keep it tight, keep the information tight until you've healed and you've moved on. It will also just help you with people now bringing you back in the past and saying, maybe you can do this and maybe you can do that. Just keep people out of your business if you can help it. Having said that, another normal part of going through a breakup is you want to tell the whole world that this dude did A, B, C, D, and can you believe it? Because you're actually seeking validation. You want someone to say it's not your fault. And possibilities are your ex is also going around to the same people and telling them the same story. If you do something like that, forgive yourself, let it go. And at that moment that you decide you don't want people to know any more about your relationship or the end of your relationship, you can stop it there. Another tip which I cannot overlook is get counseling. Like, I think there was a time when I spoke to so many pastors, so many shrinks. I had someone at FAMSA, I had Baba Mieza in Pinetown, I had Pastor Mieza in Pinetown as well. I had Pastor Baba, I had so many people who I was talking and I was like, I'm not okay. Help me. How do I recover? How do I get over this? And for me, I think it's one of the things that really helped me is that I spoke to those people. Not just my friend who will just be like, Choma, move on. No. I spoke to people who are used to this and know how to deal with it. My advice would be get counseling, whether it's free, whether it's YouTube channel. Oh, wait. And another thing that got me through was Beyonce and YouTube. Because the music could just get me going through the whole day. I could just listen to Single Ladies and what is this one called where she's crying? Redemption or something like that, where she actually cries. And I'll be like, they're wrong, Beyonce. So I'll get over it. But the most important thing when getting over a breakup is that you have to make a decision that you want to be a better person afterwards. You have to make a decision that you're not going to allow this experience to make you. Like, I didn't want people to go around calling me divorced because, I mean, no one goes around and saying, oh, there's so-and-so, she's single. There's so-and-so, so why am I being labeled according to a situation that I've gone through? So I just thought, no, I'm single. I don't have a man, so I'm single. Another term I hated was single mom because I just felt like, that's so weird. I've got my mother to support me. I've got a whole community. So why am I defining myself according to who society wants to define me? So we go back to that thing of an identity. Who you see yourself as, who you decide to define yourself as. I hope these tips have helped you. I have spoken a whole lot more than I thought I would. Let's hope next week you join me again. But if you happen to have enjoyed this video, please don't hesitate to leave a comment. I'll see you next week. And next week, I'm going to be discussing 20 tips for dating in the year 2020. And I'm out.